Reiki. We're out here on this gorgeous sunny day that I thought I'd share with you. If some of you remember the last time I tried to post this little video I wanted to do about Reiki and pets and why we do Reiki with our pets, the wind was blowing so hard that I couldn't do it, and the wind actually blew in a storm that dumped about a foot of snow, not quite a foot of snow, I think it was officially 10 inches of snow on us. So we've had that for the past couple days, and then today it's 80, beautiful, sunny, shocking. Shocking, I know. I want to show you a little bit of my view. Maybe, yes, a little bit of my view. This is the beautiful area that is right behind the RV park. I'm trying not to get the sun in anybody's eyes, but we got a pretty decent amount of sunshine hanging up there. And I usually hike here once or twice a week when the weather is appropriate. But there's something else that I wanted to show you too real quick. Hang on a quick second, I'm going to spin you around in a total 360 here. Oh, there's our lovely RV park. Here's this really cool thing that I want to show you, and why I'm going to call this video Elaine Does Reiki for Pets, but not for rattlesnakes. See that little caution sign there? Beware of rattlesnakes? Well, I was certain. Hang on, I'm going to switch back again, maybe. Hello? There we go, hey! So I was certain that that was a touristy thing, designed just to just make everybody be, I don't know what, because everybody thinks rattlesnakes in Colorado, not sure. What I didn't know was that was a very real sign. It was about 2 weeks ago. I was walking up this same trail. I'm taking you on my hike with me. I was walking up this same trail, and it was right about here, probably a little further up, that I encountered my very first rattlesnake. And it was frightening. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't expect it at all. They're very loud, they're very angry, they're very mean, and they tell you very distinctly to turn around and run the other way. And that's exactly what I did. Right here you can see the RV park behind me. It's just a little hill, and that's where our little rattlesnake was housed. So, Reiki for pets, but not for rattlesnakes. So let's talk a little bit. If you guys are joining me live, let me know. Drop a comment down there. Give me some thumbs up. Send me some hearts. I probably shouldn't have started climbing a hill before I did this, so I'll just go nice and slow. All right. So the reason we do Reiki with pets is very much the same as we do Reiki for people. They experience the same things that we do. They experience stress. They experience illness. They get lonely. They experience fear. Face it, think about some of our dogs. When we leave the house every day, they're certain we're not coming back. And some dogs deal with that stress easily, other dogs not so much. Don't worry, I'm looking around for snakes. So far, nothing. They give a pretty good rattle though, so I'll know if one of them pops out. So it was right about here. I'm going to switch my view. This beautiful outcropping of rock. And it was right about there where the snake was. And I had come walking up the hill. I was coming pretty fast and startled it. And that's when it did its little thing. But it didn't bite me. So we're going to walk this way a little bit. So our pets. Think about the cat that for some reason has stopped using the litter box. A bird that has molted all of its feathers. Dogs who have allergies. They scratch themselves so bad that they have allergies. Dogs that don't sleep. Dogs that whine. Dogs that chew. These are all symptoms of stress in animals. Unlike people, an animal can't go out and have a brewski with his buddies. He's really got no outlet for that level of stress. So there is nothing, I will say this first, there's nothing like a good trip to the vet if your dog is ill. If the dog is sick, the dog has hurt himself, the dog's in pain, your vet is absolutely the best person to go to. Reiki is something that we would do complementary to veterinary care. So those are some of the symptoms of stress that you see in animals. And as I said, they don't have their pals that they can go talk to. They can't hang out and have a good beer and relax. And so they end up with behavior issues. Now, I will tell you that I am not psychic. I know there are some folks who do the pet psychic thing and they wave their hand over the pet and, oh yes, urinary tract infection. Take your dog to the vet. I don't have that. I'd like to. I wish I was psychic. I wish I could be clairvoyant, which is only a name that I used occasionally when I had to fill out a form for some kind of sales contest. But what I do is very much like the Reiki that we do for humans when it comes to pets. I've done Reiki for dogs. I have done Reiki for cats. I've done Reiki on a snake, just not a rattlesnake. It was a corn snake. I've done Reiki on a duck. So there are many times when Reiki comes in handy for animals. It makes them feel good. Now here's the thing. I think that dogs respond most readily to a Reiki session, and I'll tell you why. Dogs, at their very core, are nothing but big bundles of love. I listened to a comedian one time, and the joke was, it was about dogs and how much they love their people. That if you were to lock your husband in the trunk for an hour, when you pop the trunk, he'd be spitting mad and you'd have some answering to do. If you were to lock your dog in the trunk for an hour, when you pop the trunk, he'd lick your face and say, "Great, I love you. What fun thing can we do next?" And that's just dogs. They're full of love, and that is at the heart of Reiki. It's not something I brought up the last time when I gave that little definition of what Reiki is, when I tried to explain about the positive energy. The actual core of a Reiki session is more than positive energy. It is just this natural sense of love, and I'm not talking about romantic love. I'm talking about that deep natural love that seems to be at the core of our soul. And dogs sense that, and they respond to it. I know a little dog named Ellie. Oh, Ellie! If anybody plays this video for you, Ellie loves to have Reiki. Ellie is a little Cocker Spaniel mix. And when I first was doing Reiki on Nana, Ellie would jump up onto the table and she would not leave us alone until she had her Reiki session. And when she's present and I'm doing Reiki, Ellie goes first. She lays there very quietly. She enjoys the touch and I'm sure the contact. And then when she's done, she tells me. I don't tell her when I'm done. When she's done, off she goes. She runs away. So I suggest that if you have a pet who is experiencing any symptoms of distress, stress, that you try a Reiki session. It might help relieve some of that anxiety and help get them back on the right track. And that's probably all I have to say about Reiki with pets for right now. If anybody wants to give it a try, I'd be happy to do it with you. And it's not a very long session. As I said, pets mostly let you know when they're done with their Reiki session, as opposed to the other way around. And then I also wanted to end with this thing. There are many things that we can talk about when it comes to Reiki, but my main focus is about pure positive energy. If anybody asked me what my superpower was, I would have to say that it's my positivity. And I want to share that positive message with everyone. So I'm going to be starting a new Facebook page. I'm going to try and get it up this weekend. I hope that you'll join me there. It's going to be called Positive Options, and we are going to talk about all things positive. Last week when I was in Milwaukee, there was a story on the news. It was the lead story on the news. The lead story on the news was, man on motorcycle hits deer, gets run over by truck, and then gets run over by car. Okay, it was 7:30 in the morning. Families are up eating their breakfast, and that is the lead story, and I'm just personally tired of all of the negativity that is spread throughout our world and our media and the news. When I was in high school, I was going to go to college to become a broadcast journalist. I wanted to be one of those ladies who sat up there and read all the news and told you what was important going on in the world. It didn't quite work out that way, but maybe it's because I was meant to spread a different kind of message. And that's what I plan to do with my Positive Options page. I'll be posting videos, I'll be doing live streaming, I'll be posting positive affirmations and fun little memes. And if anybody wants to join in, if you've got any ideas or suggestions that you'd like me to share, I'd be happy to hear it. Also, if you have any questions about Reiki, this is the place. That's where you put your questions, right down there. And feel free to enter any comments, throw me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, anything to let me know that you read it. Feel free to share this video if you like. I'm going to cross-post it on my personal site as well. And I think that's it for now. I hope everyone has an amazing day. I hope it's sunny where you are, even if the rain is coming down. Have a sunny day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.